Yo, I hate pork rinds, yo, but since I was down there, I'm like, let me try these bitches down here. Yeah, them bitches like that. They got salt and vinegar ones and shit like that. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know they made salt and vinegar pork rinds.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore.
Man, I'm about to go back to my Bills, man. I don't like this playing out the weather shit.
Introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Outside. The Ravens.
It's the final 3 weeks.
Yeah, but don't mean I like playing outside. Nigga, that's why I don't like on the Ravens games like that. Be cold as shit out there, bro.
So past the 20, call it the 21.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle.
It's a
Going
wild
to be key.
call.
They didn't
I'm
get one
not
there,
that
but you
shit.
get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So this will be
I thought you was gonna do that in the party, nigga. You was quiet as shit. Nigga, that'd have been perfect.
So the special teams penalty some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hell yeah, I do that shit all the time.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit
Nigga was going to let you have it. He won.
They're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Nigga humble as shit when he lost.
7 now from the 28. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Get man coverage on the outside.
That nigga funny.
My scouting report on these DBs tells me
Like, bitch, I beat you.
take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And this return
That's what I was saying. Yo, talking about, nigga, you ain't beat me in outlaw.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
That's what I was saying. Like, he was talking all that shit. Talking about, nigga, you ain't beat me in outlaw.
Shouldn't have thrown that ball, but remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews.
That's everybody go to when they lose, y'all.
And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
He just run the ball. Yeah, he just run the ball.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
They have to upgrade here.
Yeah, like all he do is just straight like run the ball. Like his run setups, I ain't gonna lie though, the way he set up his run is legit. Like, cause he be like, I thought he would like maybe run a good shit, but then when I watched him play, he don't do shit but like call out players and then double team certain niggas. Like the way he set it up is official. Yeah.
I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down on his Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pushing his way inside the 40. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Their own 41-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
My iPhone usually my Facebook. I mean my joint.
Let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL?
I ain't trying to flood that shit with bad shit.
Often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I ain't trying to flood my joint with a whole bunch of Madden shit. That Madden shit don't really do nothing.
This time Jackson will throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Check the shit out of his legs, didn't he?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Griffin. He's going to find his running back. It's
face mask.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. On 1st First and 10. It's Griffin. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and pops up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Cause Lamar was red as shit when he took that hit. Nigga.
First down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 29.
Fuck that. Nigga, when Lamar get red, that nigga come right out the game, nigga.
Everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping.
Lamar get red, nigga, he come right out the game. Fuck that.
Run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
I think so. They just cut a rookie.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh, throw the ball!
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Nah, he got 8 weeks. He got 8 weeks suspension.
Everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step.
Yeah, he's doing the 8 weeks now.
This first quarter.
A 54.
What is it? What the? That shit with the girls.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Nope.
And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Ain't no game playing about that girl shit.
Now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history.
I mean, I fuck with it. I fuck with it, but I feel like they need to do a better job of figuring shit out before they start doing stupid shit like that. You feel me?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually
That shit ain't never been true, but for white people.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I think he had like 3, maybe. I know he had one just a couple years ago.
They give it here to Thompson. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Nah, you can't do that. Especially not Maryland.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 8 on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun is Minshew. And finding Keelan Cole. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hand off to Thompson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job
better than me. Next bitch to do this shit to me, I'm telling everything. I'm not covering nobody ass no more.
Minshew. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Is it me or that nigga teleported?
Its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm about to. It look like he teleported.
They run the counter. Thompson. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
I'm about to say, what I do?
24. Jaguars nothing.
Nigga, the fucking joint was closing. The fuck?
Kick it away following the touchdown.
I could have took off, but nah, I did the smart QB thing. ran to the sideline and let somebody open up.
He'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I ain't gonna lie though, I told my BM, like, yo, next time you be able to do some fuck shit like that, I'm calling boys. And I'm pressing charges.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores.
I'm going to court. I'm gonna show up with the court and everything.
This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now pass there, complete to Westbrook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he takes it in. Touchdown.
I ain't gonna lie though, when I went to court, there was a nigga that got smashed for the same exact shit.
First touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd.
Oh, we would have to look for evidence and
against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
hey, yo, this nigga wild.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Throw the ball, nigga is dead. What the fuck?
Caleb Chason.
Good game.
To drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense.
He's standing 3 wide, yo. This is annoying. I'm trying to get some stats from my linebackers.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender.
Had that tight end wide open too.
Because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of
a good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he couldn't.
Niggas can get plays in.
Would have been their 4th pick of the game.
Don't matter, niggas can get plays in there.
Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Minshew throwing on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over.
Why he juke like that? Nigga supposed to have jukebox. Why he juke like that?
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Man,
line.
it's double tap square.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I missed this.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So
Had extra quick.
And our score's going to stay right.
That's the good thing though about my line. They're so bad that niggas get in there back in the backfield so quick.
Some frustration after the PAT miss.
And it's like that's when Lamar throws better dots.
About the 1. And his guys will get the football right.
But the nigga gotta fuck when I get to move around. That's when Lamar throwing them fucking dots.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the
They'll call that nigga the Cubs, and that nigga turn around and fuck them and beat the niggas in the clutch.
If you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be in the position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game.
You see, he got charged.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for
Yeah.
Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we
Fucking
are
last, bro.
in the second half. It's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
You ain't gonna get probation? I ain't gonna lie, that'd be kind of sick if you get away with probation.
Now Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Bro, I'm fucking tired of this fucking 3 wide, yo.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Just come out with my linebackers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Minshew has it knocked out, fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop up.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Joe Schobert.
Nigga perfected that motherfucking line.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 41-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that where it gets symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Jaguars.
So in Raven territory now.
It's not just foot wrong.
At the 25-yard line. It'll be Minshew again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math.
You need to stay in these 3 bars. This is fucking annoying, bro.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Ravens 37, Jaguars 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Excuse me.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, they had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Mbawale, the ball carrier, brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And 10.
What you looking at, Egg?
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
Jackson's pass.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll be awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The ball carrier.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens
fuck out of here, bitch. I missed it again, bruh.
And it's no
The
good.
fuck I get?
It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so
Hey,
far.
Weezy, fuck you, dog.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a
Nah,
touchback.
nigga, you a fucking faggot. Shut up. Yeah.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Nigga, because you told me. You was telling me stories about when you was in Washington, remember?
To not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard
So
line.
after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now Minshew.
Missed the tackle.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Keelan Cole.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You got all the trophies in the Ghost of Tsushima already?
Wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go.
What you got it when he came out?
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over first.
How the hell you get all the trophies already, nigga? They said that shit was long as shit.
Yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jaguar ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Spencer Ware, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
2nd and 6.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run again with Jackson. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they remain in the hunt for a 1st round.